Alright everybody, Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com with another episode from the Lair. And got some good stuff here for you today. I got a lot of questions, people pretty upset with me. Not quite hate mail, but it's pretty close. Okay, let's see. I've seen many of your videos and have tracked many of your comments online and across many blogs. Can we say stalker? How can you, in your right mind, tell young men to abandon women in total? There are good men out, or good women out there. Okay. Let's see. Let me put this way that you might understand it. I'm at point A, and I want to get to point B. At point B, there is a good woman, but in between point A and point B is a minefield. You don't know where they're at. You can't detect them. But you know, one false step, boom, it's your ass. How eager are you going to be to try to find that perfect woman to move to that second point? I'm thinking not very. You know, when death is on the line, motivation usually goes to zero. And yes, I said death because a lot of men out there are, you know, kicking their own air addictions, and a lot of it's tied to family court, so fuck off. Okay, you keep stating women will be the lonely cat ladies. What about men? What about you? Okay, listen, if you go back through my videos, you know that I say that this also includes me, all right? I'm not talking, I don't think I'm special. I don't think I'm exceptional. I know that the rules of the universe apply to me, and it is what it is. But, you know, there's a big difference between me acknowledging that up front and like seeing all of these women, you know, come up north of 33, and I can hear their waxworks, you know, drying up. It's like cellophane being crinkled up, and they're totally oblivious to the fact that, you know, hey, 15 years from now, I'm going to be 50. I'm going to have no kids, no husband, and I don't know. You know, I want to start maybe a mail order service so I can send, you know, these women the Crazy Cat Lady starter kit. I mean, I don't know. It's fucking crazy. Number 3. All right, somebody asked me, like, what do I think about gun control? All right, listen, not a fan of gun control in any way, shape, or form. I think that one of the things that makes this country great, or made it great in the past, is the fact that every swinging dick out there had a firearm, and if shit went south, people would band together and they'd put it right. All the other countries in Europe that, you know, banned guns, and, I don't know, had genocide. So I'm a big fan of guns. Do I think that some idiots get them? Yes, but it's hard to, you know, weed out the idiots. But it's what it is. You know, I would personally, like, this goes down to the next question is, why do you think, why don't we have mandatory service here like in some European countries? Okay, I'm going to blend these two together here. What do I think about gun control and mandatory service? I have a firm belief that if somebody from the ages of 18 to 20 was forced to do 2 years of, you know, federal service, either in Jobs Corps or in the military of some type, I think that their view of the world would radically change. Because what they see now is the world that has been fed to them behind the safety of the 5 goddamn fences. And what's really going out there and what they know are 2 radically different things. So if it was mandatory, you know, at 18 you go in, you go to your basic training, they teach you all about guns and how to shoot them and how to, you know, handle them and clean them and how to be responsible for them. And then, you know, hey, when you get out, you get done doing your mandatory service, you can have guns. If you don't want to do your mandatory service, no guns. So it is what it is. I really am a firm believer that one of the big problems we have in society is a bunch of spoiled little candy-ass brats, and they need to get a foot jammed up their ass so far they taste shoe leather. And that's just my opinion, of course. Well, let's see. Okay, why do I support Trump? He's the fucking president. And if you don't support the president, and if you do it radically enough, there's a name for that, and it's called treason. Just saying. You know, when Obama won the presidency, was I happy? No. But did I, say, fuck that guy, I'm not going to do anything he says? No. There's the system. He was elected. He's the dude in the round room. He says what goes, and that's the way it works. So, if you're mad that Trump got elected, maybe you should take it out on the media because of all of the bullshit lies they were telling. You would have known it was coming up front because the polls were radically wrong. The media's radically skewed towards the left and the liberal fucking crazy thinking. So, hey. And also, why don't you take it on the Democratic Party for running and backing a troll such as Hillary? I mean, Jesus Christ. Her entire life is nothing but one, sad, picture show of failure. Okay, and that's just me. Okay, this is the next question here. Warhammer or Tomahawk in modern combat? Okay. Well, I'd have to go with the Tomahawk because, it's a tool you can use to cut down wood and drive nails and stuff. And Warhammer is, it's just made for one thing, and that's for braining dudes in the head. At the end of the show, I'll bring mine out. You can look at them. But yeah, when I had my guys in Iraq, everyone had a Tomahawk because there's very few things that's scarier than a man with an axe. One of those is a man with a chainsaw, but logistically I couldn't swing it. So, I got a good deal from Cold Steel and the Tomahawks. I think they sold us, I think we got 90 of them at cost. Because, we wrote them and told them we're getting deployed. They're really good about that. I like Cold Steel. Okay, why do you say women who run off the father regret it in 5 years? Okay, well, obviously this is a woman and she thinks I'm wrong, but, if you have sons and they get to the age of, 11 to 13, right in that time frame, it gets really awkward. And if you're a woman and you have sons, women don't raise sons well to adulthood. There's a lot of craziness that goes on, when I was 13 and I was raised by a single mother, I remember looking at her and just going, you don't know shit. And that's when all of the headbutting and disagreement started because I'm a dude, she's a chick, she telling me how shit works. It's not really how it is from my observation. And I was like, yeah, you're an idiot. But, hey, she's still your mother, what are you going to do? So, yeah. There's a lot of women out there who have kids that are in, juvie, prison, graveyard, crazy house. And they're probably looking back on their life going, you know what? Alienating the father from those kids probably wasn't a good idea. So, bitch, I hope the chick was worth it. Fuck off. Let's see, I saw your Gamersgate video. Oh, here we go. What is your take on making female characters being made to look real? Okay. I believe the video game industry is quite lucrative the way it is. So I'm going to say this to those video game companies out there. Who wants to be first to lose your ass? That's what I thought. Let's see, we have the new Ghostbusters that came out with all women. Sony, I think they took it in the ass on that one, and I don't think did they cancel the rest of them that they were supposed to make? I don't know. But, it is what it is. If men want to look at hot chicks playing a video game, who fucking cares? Okay, the internet was made for porn anyway, so Jesus Christ. And this whole Gamergate thing, this is fucking stupid. When is it a good thing? When is it a good business model for somebody to tell you what you want to see? Come on. The market dictates. Okay? It's not dictates, it's dictates. All right? This is the way it is. Dudes want to look at hot chicks. That's the way we're programmed. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. It is what it is. And yes, there's only two genders. There's M and there's F. They're going to only check one or two of those boxes when you're laying dead on the slab in 60 to 70 years if you live to the bitter end. So fuck off. All right, number 9. What do I think about self-driving vehicles? Is it a good idea? Fuck no. Okay, we have self-driving cruise missiles. Are they a good idea? Yes, because violence and technology mix, but only for a short time. So we have hackers that can pretty much do whatever they want in the computer world out there in the internet. And the auto industries, they don't make computers, they just use them. And you could pretty much write the code to make it do whatever the fuck you want. And there probably isn't any safety mechanisms in there. So maybe you could just fool with the map so it drives into, I don't know, a boy band concert. Or maybe you could drive it through a big city and pack it full of shit. It's a rolling, car bomb minus the guy going to see Allah to get his so-called 72 virgins. You just buy another car, load it up with shit, send it out somewhere, and then remote detonate it. It's a terrible idea. Okay, I mean, you have your goddamn mind. It's just stupid. Since when are people become so goddamn lazy you can't drive your own fucking car? Jesus Christ. All right, I'm done with that, all right. What do I think the Western society will look like in 30 years? Well, at our current rate, because the men here are being raised to be total pussies, you're pretty much going to be, going to mosque 5 times a day and praying to Allah. And all of these, feminists probably going to get whacked when they get older, and the Islam finds out what they used to do, and they see pictures of them walking around in the street with their tits hanging out. It's not going to go well. I'm going to be honest. I mean, hey, there were times when I was going through my divorce when I just wanted to raise my hand and go, hey, can we just take her out back and throw some fucking rocks at her like they do in the Middle East? But, hey, who am I? Wouldn't have worked anyway. In fact, I don't know, it couldn't have been any worse than the treatment I already got, so, fuck it. Anyway, this is my time for the evening. Send your questions and comments, email, or, the comments below. I think I'm getting good feedback, I'm getting a lot of guys asking for advice. Hopefully I'm giving you good advice, and you learn through my mistakes, because, when I was young, I was an idiot, and it could have went much worse for me, but it didn't, thank God. Here is one of the tomahawks that I got, one of the models we took to Iraq. Notice has the hammer end, it's a little on the heavy side. The one I actually took to Iraq, I gave it to a former commander of mine who went to Afghanistan. He needed a lot more than I did because it was actually quite lucky for me, and it was lucky for him too. All right, now here's the Warhammer that the individual is talking about, and this is a cold steel Warhammer. It's on the, I think it's 33-inch, handle, and it's got the metal on the end to keep it from getting, broken from swords. We don't fight with swords anymore. But the thing that made this weapon incredibly lethal was this right here, because that would go right through a helmet into your brain pan, and it's all over. This is the newer model. See, it has the checkered front, and this is actually so it would, grab onto the plate armor of the day and actually be able to deliver all of the kinetic force into your opponent. Like I said, we're just hairless monkeys. We're easy to kill. And it's really not that hard to knock a dude out with a hammer like this. All right, now, here's another one that actually I like a lot right here. And this is a new Viking battle axe from Cold Steel. This does not have the hammer end on the back, so if you say I need it for utility purposes, they're probably going to laugh you off the stage. But again, there's few things in the face of the planet that are scarier with a dude with an axe, and that's a dude with a chainsaw. But logistically speaking, it's probably not going to work. So, you know, I don't know. I like this one. It's not that expensive. I think that you can get these for like 36, 38 bucks on eBay with shipping. It's a deal. It's an absolute deal. I put the grip tape on the base here, and I got my 550 lanyard, so you can put it around your weight or your wrist. So if it gets knocked out of your hand, you can reacquire it quickly. But yeah, that's it. You know, this is another late night purchase, and my subconscious, I guess, likes weaponry because that's what I keep buying. Anyway, sorry for signing off earlier before I could get this, but it is what it is. Have a good evening.